I send anything.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Monday night team passion call. So super excited. So I went live in the group today. Um, just like literally like a week and a half ago, I messaged my corporate sponsor, a mentor, and I was like, okay, there are too many corporate trainings right now, and I'm really overwhelmed, and I don't have time to watch all these. I'm trying to like just make sure I'm doing the work and blah blah blah. She's like, yeah, you do you, and like literally a couple days later, the whole announcements were made, and there was like 4 calls Friday, 4 call. I found myself on every single call, and I was like, ah. So it made me kind of realize that this is what things were like in the beginning when I started 13 years ago. I got on every call that was offered. I got on every training that was offered. If I couldn't get it on it live, I listened to the recording. I made lists um and I was meditating today with the mindset masterclass, that meditation one. I'm like going really slow through it because I really like it. So I know I can repeat it, but it's like I really like this guy. So I was meditating. There was chaos going on in my house, but I was like, I need to meditate. It was like my nieces were here. It was crazy. But I was meditating, and he was asking like, what are you going to commit to? Like, what can you recommit to? And I started thinking business goals and stuff. And then he started asking, like, with this commitment, what will you gain? What will you lose? And I was like, huh. And my commitment automatically shifted to, you know what, I'm going to commit to my personal growth journey. I'm going to recommit to my personal growth journey. Then what, 13 years ago, my first 5 years, that was the majority of my day. I spent 30 minutes maybe talking to people, and the other 2 hours was training, audio, reading, listen, like, and it was, and I was very, very successful. So, um, that's what I've decided to do. I've decided to recommit to my personal growth plan. And I believe that this all comes together at a perfect time. So, as you know, there were many changes that are coming December and January. I did a video on them. The trainings in the Body Basics page. Carl spoke about it. There'll be tons more training on it, but just kind of a quick recap. Um, More is going to come out of leadership this weekend. I'm like bummed that I'm not going to be there, but Brendan's going to be there. And so they're going to probably talk a lot more about when November 9th, when we are able to start sharing about Growth Day and what that will look like, where we can start selling Growth Day memberships through, which is the app that is Brendan Bouchard's app. So there's kind of a lot going on with that. There's comp plan changes coming in January. There's a new quarterly diamond bonus. There's a new PSTV bonus. There's a 2024 productivity bonus. Like, the rank caps are changing. The cycle amounts are changing for emeralds and diamond. So a lot is changing. And my first reaction was like, I was like, my income's already been dipping, and now you're taking it all away again. Like, you're taking a lot away. And I was like, okay, relax. Let's figure this out. And so Carl did a call for us on the roundtable. Then he did it on the Body Basics. And then on Saturday, he did a call, and then he did one on the body. So I've literally listened. I was like, I'm just going to listen again. I know it's the same content. So I got on every single call, and I kind of took some screenshots to try to understand it the second time around. I still don't. I don't understand what the PSTV is going to do. I'm going to trust the system will do the math for me, and amounts will appear, right? Kind of like the quarterly bonuses with the ranks. So, I do understand team cycle bonus, so I'm sure I'll understand this as time goes on. But so initially, my first reaction was shock, kind of fear, kind of like, ugh. But as I was listening through all of it, I was like, okay, we have been like literally for the past at least 5 years, many of us leaders who were crushing it in the beginning have still been hitting Success Club, have still been kind of, our recruiting numbers are down, but we've still been doing all the work, showing up, doing all the programs, leaning in, doing all the things, and the income hasn't been growing for some of us. And so this is an opportunity now for our income to start growing because there's more incentive now. The plan is more incentive now for us to help new business builders in this business. And so I took a big sigh of relief and was like, no, this is a good thing. Now the proper behaviors will be rewarded, right? And so we've been so heavily focused on Success Club. Success Club has been rewarded so much that they shifted that to be, okay, now we're going to give you some Success Club points based just on volume. So they saw that, like, why does it always have to be challenge packs? So they kind of saw that. And now seeing this, the incentive is for us to build and grow new leaders and new diamonds. And the incentive for those new leaders and new diamonds is bigger than it's ever been before. So it's exciting for new business partners to come in and feel the energy and the excitement and share with them what they can potentially start making as new diamonds. So that's exciting. So everything is exciting. Everything is good. Regardless of what happens here, I have said, I'm still here 13 years later. There have been many, many changes over these 13 years. You will never see me jump ship. You will never see me go to another network marketing company. You will never see me try something out there that does not seem quite legit that a lot of people are doing that I'm like, where they're advertising thousands of dollars that they're making right off the bat. I'm like, so you will never see me waver. And that is a promise. And I know for all of you on this call who you've been here for years and you've seen that firsthand, you completely can trust that no matter what changes have happened over the years, I'm like, okay, this is going to be some growing pains, but they'll fix it. They'll make it right. We'll do this. And I feel that this is the same. So we have to think about what's happening in the world, right? That we are heading into, if not in, I think we are in another recession, right? Layoffs are up 200% all over, right? Heather Johnrue is in our workout crew and she works for Johnson & Johnson and they just did a ton of layoffs, like, right? So people out there need us. They need this opportunity. They need something to fall back on or have as a cushion in case something in their life doesn't work out, right? And so we have to remember when we're sharing this business opportunity that there are people, you have to kind of think about your story. Like, I needed this. Like, desperately needed this for my family, and it came across my feed and I was afraid and I didn't know if it was going to work, but I knew that what I was doing wasn't working, right? So it's exciting, and we have to just know that there are people out there that are looking for something just like this. So what I want to do tonight, I just wanted to first just tell you where I am, where my position is. It's going to be amazing. Everything's going to change. There's an opportunity for us who may potentially have the rank caps and the cycles going down for us to not lose money. That nothing, yes, as of right now, if it changed tomorrow, yep, my income would be right. It would be down. But we have 3 months before this is going to happen to rank up, to get to recruit new people, to us help understand what this program is going to look like, to help new diamonds on the team get this quarterly diamond bonus. This is going to be amazing. You just got to hold diamond for 6 weeks in the quarter and you're going to get I think it's a 2% of the sales bonus, which, could be $300, $400, um, depending on what the sales look like in the company. That's what it depends on. This new PSTV bonus is going to be amazing for us as leaders. So there's stuff for new diamonds and there's stuff for leaders that have been around for a while. So I want us tonight to kind of just come together and be like, yeah, like we're okay. Yeah, change is here. We're gonna the right things, exactly, Cindy. The right things are now going to be incentivized. We weren't being incentivized for this, and either were our diamonds. I got to diamond in 57 days because I was promised $100 bonus for getting to diamond in less than 90 days 13 years ago. So I was like, okay. It was to get to emerald, I got a $25. If I got to emerald in 30 days, I got a $25 bonus. Ruby it was a $50 bonus, and then diamond, it was like 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and then $100 bonus. So I got all those bonuses because I got to diamond in 57 days. So I got $175 bonus because I was like, okay, like, let's do this. So now there's gonna be people out there like, wait, what? I can get a couple $100 bonus. Let's do this, plus making money along the way, plus their team cycle bonuses, plus this PSTV that they can dive into too, because as they start growing a team, they're going to get that as well. So the right things are being incentivized. And the company has realized that there was some gaps and there were some hiccups and there were people that were just skating out there that had come in and are just collecting paychecks and aren't even growing anymore. And so the shift was necessary for the whole growth of the company. The vision is here. And I want us tonight to kind of come up with an initiative, like a plan for the next 90 days, like the rest of the year, mid-January, just like what we want to name the initiative. We want to come up with a 90-day plan. We want to make a plan. Want to have some objectives. I want us to outline what some behaviors would be that we can start talking about. So like I've shifted the business activity tracker to be like, okay, let's actually do the business activity tracker, right? Like the best thing for us to do is to focus on doing this and posting it and being accountable to each other, because this is what we have to teach our new leaders that are coming in, right? And our new teammates. So it has to start with us. And so, that's my first shift was like, I'm doing it in the Diamond Dash. I'm doing it in the new partner. I'm like, okay, we've got to, with the new partners, we got to do the 28-day action plan. We've got to get them working on their lists. We've got to get them doing some personal development. And then we've got to get them doing the business activity tracker and doing the activities that are in there. And it starts with us, right? We have to lead the way. So what do you guys have after that? What do you have for ideas? Like, what could we, so we're going to come up with a 90-day team plan with objectives and behaviors to get us to working towards the objectives. So, and then we want to name it. So like, Operation, the ice bucket challenge or something, something like, I was just thinking, that's all I could think of right now, but like some sort of, what can we name it that tells, that will remind us every day. Like when we were naming our Team Cup teams this year, I changed the group chat to the Team Cup name. And I was like, every time someone posts in that Team Cup group on your phone, that name is going to pop up. So we don't just want it to be like Team Passion Rock Stars or whatever. Like we want it to be something that, oh, Cindy just posted in our group chat called, I can't remember the two names, called Dynamic Divas on Fire and Empowered Passion Partners, right? And so like every time someone posted Empowered Passion Partners, I felt empowered, like, because you know what I mean? I felt like a diva. I felt like a diva on fire. Every time someone posted in that, that's what popped up. So kind of that so that we're hashtagging it, we're talking about it, kind of like Christina Delgado, We Are Body. She did the whole We Are Body thing, and now that's what is used in a lot of our training. So we don't necessarily have to come up with a name tonight, but I want us to start thinking about what is going to be, let's name the initiative, and let's kind of start brainstorming tonight on what our plan would be, what are some of our behaviors that we've got to look at, and what do we have to do as a team. Like our workout group team name is called Team Passion Better Together, just because we are, right? So any thoughts, any ideas?
I can share what I've been doing for the past couple of months, and it's taken a little bit for it to kick in. But typically, what I have been doing is focusing the first 2 weeks on getting successful, like getting to at least 3 challenge back. And then I go into recruiting phase. And what I've started to do, this is now it's finally starting to like come together. But then what I do is follow up the recruiting phase with the coach training. I'm sorry, I'm having like a brain fart over here. So then it's recruit, coach training, regroup, and then the regroup, the follow-up week is to hit Success Club, and then we do it again and again and again. So there's always like to regroups can be great and they can suck. You know what I mean? So, but it's something that new partners aren't afraid to invite to. They're less intimidated by it, and it helps them get their feet wet. And now that I've been doing it for a little bit, and boating season is over, even though it sucked all summer raining every weekend, it seems like it's coming together. And that just seems to be, it's predictable. And like I told Allie, my newest one, she's doing the 28-day thing without me even having to tell her. So that's awesome. I'm so proud of her. But we want them to want more. And it's just showing that it can be. So, I mean, that's just what's been working for me.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's starting to get into a groove.
Yep. So consistently having an action plan for sure. Yeah. And that's what we've started doing too. Like the third Wednesday of every month is the business opportunity. And then it'll turn in the first Monday of every month is a new partner onboarding. So yeah, a consistent action plan for sure.
Give you direction, and then
yeah,
when you know what you're inviting to, you can kind of guide your post that way.
Yep.
And it helps shift the focus.
Yeah, and what I do is like I set up an event for the business opportunity the Friday. So I set it up this weekend, and so it'll go for like a week and a half. And then as soon as that closes on the 18th, that within those next 2 days, I open up an event for the challenge group that's going to start on the first Monday of the month. So like I always have an event going, something sharing about the business opportunity or something sharing about our next challenge group. So, and I'm just focusing on, I just sold today. I don't know how this is going to work because I've never done this before, but she literally has been following me in the 4-week gut protocol. But she just bought the streaming. And I'm like, I don't even know how you log in. That's you just go to body.com, and I'm like, just try to go to body.com, sign in, and then look up 4-week gut protocol and see if you can see the videos. I don't know. Like I didn't know how to direct her because she doesn't have a body account, like a body fitness account, like the whole annual membership. So she did that, and she was like, yeah, that's great, I can see all the videos. I'm like, okay, good. I'm just guessing that's how that's gonna work. So that was good. But yeah, so just kind of choosing something to focus on, keeping it simple is gonna be a big a big focus. Like I was on a leadership call today with Moira Kusaba, and she said the first when she became top coach, she was sitting in the audience or behind the stage or whatever, and she was talking to Michael Neiman, and she's like, I've only sold one challenge pack. And he's like, what? Like, so she was just like recruiting people and just helping other people, but she was doing different packages and focusing on it. Maybe she was just doing like the nutrition programs and just doing like, so there's so many avenues to go to, but I have found recently when I'm just kind of promoting 4-week gut protocol, that's turning into I'm having a lot more conversations because it's just one place where I'm going. Although in the middle of talking to that girl today, the Autumn's Choice add-on pack is not $80 anymore. It's not the special offer for $80. It's like 128. And I was like, oh, shit. So I have to so I unpinned that whole post that I was like, here are your 4-week protocol packages. And then I unpinned it today because I'm like, oh my God, these aren't even right anymore. So I have to regroup. And like you can add on for $20 a digital streaming to like a total solution pack, but I'm like, okay, but how do I get them everything? Like it's gonna be over $300 for them to get everything now. So I'm like, bah, but I'll figure it out. So
I love Gut Protocol, and it was funny because Angela and I just did a free group, and then I messaged her because I was looking at package options for someone. Then I was like, shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, no.
I know.
It makes me feel better that you didn't see it either.
No, like, I didn't see it until I went to do it today. So then I just started playing around with the cart because I had her email. So I just started adding stuff and subtracting stuff and trying to get it. And it was still like $326 for everything. And then the $20 promo code. So instead of $279 for everything, it was like $309 or whatever. So it's like $30, $40 more. So I'm like,
I think this is my last month. I mean, I like the protocol for me and I'm going to keep doing it. But I think as far as what I'm encouraging, I think I'm going to go back to the 99 pack and the other ones, just because it's a lot of people are tight for money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like I'm trying to give them an option that they can afford.
Yeah, I told her today, I talked to 2 people today. I was like, here are your options. We can do this complete kit for 180, and I still gave her all the options. And she's like, I think I'd just like to do the digital streaming. And I'm like, that's totally fine. And then I gave this other girl an option. She's like, I actually don't want the workouts at all. So I was like, okay, well, she's like, but I do want the supplements. I'm like, okay, the complete kit is 180. So so I'm still going to just offer everything that we have and then let these people.
I think if you sign them up as a preferred customer,
right, they get the discount. Yeah,
I think it's cheaper.
Yeah. So
Nicole,
yes.
Could you recommend which one of the videos is less confusing about the changes? Because I'm all over the place with it.
There isn't any yet. More training is coming. So like Michael said in that training video, remember the first time you learned about team cycle bonuses and you had no idea what like Keith had to explain to me 10 times a team cycle bonus. And finally every single time he's like, okay. I'm like, nope. And then he would but by the 10th time, I was like, oh, like it clicks. So it's going to just be like that. There's going to be a ton more trainings. You don't have to know, like for the quarterly diamond bonus, you don't have to know where the percentage is coming from and because it's not going to be the same. Like it's not a $500 flat bonus you get every quarter for holding diamond for 6 weeks. It's going to change. So you don't have to know that. Like you just say, okay, if I hold diamond for 6 weeks every quarter, I'm going to get a bonus. And then magically it shows up in your account and you're like, awesome. Yeah. So like that's that. And then the PSTV, yeah, I have no idea what he's talking about. I just know that if I'm going to earn a bonus, the more my new PS coaches work. Like that's all. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know how much it's gonna. I don't really need to know. I just know the more I work. And then all the other ones, as there's no more Ruby rank, there's no more Fast Start Plus bonus. The commission and discount have gone down to 20% instead of 25. The emerald cycles are 12 instead of $14 per cycle, and the diamond cycles are $16 instead of $18 per cycle. And they're reducing the cap on the Star Diamond bonuses, Star Diamond week, the weekly caps. So like you used to be able to cycle as an emerald at $250 a week. Now it's 100. I was like, so
they
yeah.
actually,
So there's a lot of emeralds that do not work the business anymore that collect a sweet 250 every week without doing anything, and have been for the past 5 to 10 years. I have many of them in my downline. So the incentives are changing. The compensation plan was very lopsided. So and then there's a productivity bonus for 2 stars and above. That is
so good because
it's so good because it's been something we've been talking about for so many years. It doesn't bother me to work with the entire downline for people who are just sitting there coasting, collecting paychecks, but it starts to get to you because you're like, well, this person could be my personally sponsored and could be counting for more things for me, but the volume is the volume. So it was always, and the cycle was the cycle, but now it's like, okay, if I'm losing money, you better be losing money, like type thing. So that's going to be a rude awakening for quite.
Just have to build. Got to build.
Yeah. So those are all the changes. There's nothing, it sounded worse than, it probably sounded like a lot. I think the PSTV thing was like, I have no idea what you're saying, Michael. And there's going to be there's going to be a ton more training, and we have till January till those are all going to take into effect. I think December is when the commissions and the discounts going down, but the rest is not till January. So that's it.
I listened to it, like I kept waiting for it to get worse because Carl sounded different than I had heard him. And, for me, I am lifetime diamond, hold on to emerald myself. So most of these changes are like up here.
Right.
So
right.
That benefit us in a good way. I mean,
right.
The only thing I wish they would have left the fast start bonus for us diamond or below, because I think if you're above diamond, maybe you don't need that incentive as much, but if you're below, it's kind of nice to have. But
yeah, I don't. So the reason for getting rid of that, not a lot of people earn it. So, but there are people that do, but it's like Shannon Swinsco. I'm like, that's going to hurt because she earns probably 2 of them a week with the number of people she signs up. So she's going to lose a couple $100 right off the bat with those but she also brings in she's also going to crush this PSTV category and the productivity bonus category. So it's going to work out. Exactly. It's going to work out for her. Because she's a 2-star, so she gets that productivity bonus too. So, yeah. So, so simplicity, having a consistent action plan, committing to the bat again. So what do we want to any ideas on what we want to name? I'm choking on my spit. Name the initiative, and the objectives are to, consistently grow, consistently recruit, consistently hit Success Club. So that we're not feeling anything.
I want to see us become elite again. Team Passion elite. I'd like to see us become an elite team. What do we have to do for that?
Well, you become an elite team. doing, man? Don't want to see. Don't push me to do it. You do it.
Hey,
It's your turn.
well, believe me,
Yeah.
I would love to.
Yes, yes.
And
Um,
that's shifted my focus to more recruiting.
yeah, it's not in my mindset right now for us to my right now my focus personally is ranking up. I got to rank back up in all my business centers so that these caps and cycles aren't like, so I gotta, which could lead to, working towards, because I need new business partners, right? We all need new business partners. So that is gonna be a focus too. So maybe we name the initiative something along those lines.
I agree.
Something along the recruiting, new business partners, finding leaders, knowing that people need us.
I think people need this opportunity to earn personally. It's right now people are hurting for money. So like it's an opportunity that we need to share so they can earn money too.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you say, Mark? Finding Nemo. So why is that? I thought he had a good idea over there. But I can't
What
yell at
about
him too much because he's doing the dishes. So
what about like something like opportunity?
something with opportunity, something that
Because it's an opportunity for everybody, right? Like it's an opportunity for the people that you're bringing in. It's an opportunity for you. It's an opportunity for your upline,
right.
and that's positive at least.
Right.
And maybe slightly more helpful than Finding Nemo, but I do like that idea.
Finding opportunity.
There
Swimming.
you go.
Keep swimming towards opportunity. Just
Yeah.
keep swimming. Oh, let's go the Disney route. What Disney quote can lead to all of this? Something in Tiana. Tiana is all about being an entrepreneur as a restaurant owner and not letting anything get her down. Oh, what are those words? What's the
I
words?
think the only one I have.
What are the words to what's the song? Princess and the Frog is the movie. Can't see. Need my glasses. Princess, not Princess and the Frog. Princess and the Frog. I can't think of the name, so I'm just saying lyrics. Dig a little deeper. Dig a little deeper. You got to dig a little deeper. Find out who you are. You got to dig a little deeper. It really ain't that far. When you find out who you are, you'll find out what you need. Blue skies and sunshine guaranteed. That's not this. What's the other?
I'm looking up synonyms for different words, see if I can come up with.
Yeah. Princess and the Frog songs. Almost there. That's the one. Lyrics to almost there. Yeah. Let me actually play this. Oh, Gwen. Gwen, we're gonna hear a song, not you.
Favorite collagen ever. Let me show you why. It's the only collagen that I found that actually tastes.
There we go.
Time for dancing. That's just gonna have to wait a while.
Everyone can hear it.
Ain't got time messing around, and it's not my style. This old town can slow you down. People taking the easy way. But I know exactly where I'm going. Getting closer and closer every day. Neglect, almost there. People out here think I'm crazy, but I don't care. And my share. Don't stop me now, 'cause I'm almost there. Told me fairy tales can't come true. You gotta make them happen. It all depends on you. Sometimes it's hard to know. Nothing's for sure going my way. Just doing what I do. Like our boys are when I'm almost there. People only come here everywhere, and I'm almost there. You know, I have my share, but I've climbed the mountain, I crossed the river, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
I love that song. Which led me to climbing mountains. Play more songs? No, I'm not gonna play anymore. But I'm leading to more. There's always gonna be. All right, I'm gonna think, but it's leading me to some different songs, but something for sure with opportunity for all, and we can do it, and it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be trials and tribulations. That's where my brain's going. But I think having the objectives and then outlining the behaviors, but I really think outlining the behaviors is the bat and doing it. And kind of last week's call that we watched on Melanie, and just like I wrote 3 columns today on the back of my bat for connections, conversations, and invites, and I tracked those today. Like I made 5 new connections, 3 in friend requests, 2 in people who were watching my stories. Then I had 3 conversations, and then it ended with 3 actual invites. So I kind of tracked all those today. So I really think that's the behavior, is checking off all of the boxes and not playing small anymore. Not like it has been, COVID's over, right? We're just gonna say it. Still lingering around, but we're just gonna so for the fact that we've got to stop babying ourselves, right? Like I shared before how I used to baby my knee after I got surgery because I thought I was gonna hurt it again. And even though the surgeon was like, no, you are full go. And then I kept saying, oh, my knee still hurts, but I was babying it, and it wasn't growing, and it wasn't getting any stronger until I worked it. I tried before I modified, and I modified less and less and less. And now I never have knee pain. Like hardly ever, knocked on all the things, right? So Yeah. All right. So let's for sure, let's take this so I don't keep you all and have you listen to my entire Disney collection. Let's start a thread over on the Team Passion page, get some of Cindy's got some ideas rolling, kind of like coming up with a team cup name, but yeah, let's like name the initiative. Team Disney. Something with dreams, right? Dreams, Disney. Dreams. Dreaming Disney. All right. Cool. So does that sound good? Anything? And we've got to be more accountable to each other, like in getting the bad up and posting it and just being like, hey, you keep showing up for the team calls every week. You keep showing up on social media every week. Like, come on, let's do this. I've been a little back on the tough love with people like in the gut protocol group and stuff, like amazing, way to go. But now what? Like type, like just okay. And let's just keep pushing ourselves and pushing ourselves to consistently do the work. Doesn't mean that everyone has to want to be a 5-star diamond. Like it just means consistently putting in the work to get results, right? You have one? A climbing dream. Okay. Ella's brainstorming over here. All right, so let me stop the recording here.